We've got a geometric sequence in which the fourth term, right, the fourth term is 40, and the sixth term is 160, and what we want to do is find the common ratio. Since we're given term numbers and an r, let's use this formula here. We'll use the general term formula. A sub n is equal to a1, the first term, times r to the n minus 1, where n is the term number, a1 is the first term, and r is the common ratio. Now, we do have some information, right? We know that a4 is equal to 40, right? a4 is equal to 40. So if I start putting this in here, we'll be given this. Here's what I can write. a4, I know is going to be a1, r to the 4 minus 1. And a4, we're told that is 40. That's going to be a1, r to the third. All right, so let me circle that. Now I've got two variables here, right? So I need two equations. Here's one equation. We're going to use this information to get us another equation. So now we're told that a6, that's equal to a1 r to the 6 minus 1. Right, where am I getting that 6 minus 1? It's a6 n. And a sub 6 we're given as 160. That's equal to a1 r to the 5th. All right, now I've got two equations, two variables. How about if I do this? This looks like it's fairly easy to solve for a1. I could solve for a1 here. I could solve for a1 here. I don't think it's going to matter where we do it. How about if I do this right over here, right? So right from here, we're going to get that a1 is equal to 40 divided by r cubed, right? Just divide by that r cubed. So a1 is 40 divided by r cubed. Now I've got a1. So take this a1 and put it right back in here. Right, so a1 is 40 over r cubed. Put that right there. And that's going to give us 160 equals a1, but we're going to write that as 40 over r cubed times r to the 5th. Now this will give us 160 equals 40. And what can you do here? R to the 5th divided by r cubed. 5 minus 3 is 2. 40r squared. How about if we divide by 40? So we'll get 160 over 40 is r squared. I'm going to go up here to the top here. So I'll write it as r squared equals 160 divided by 40. How about 4? And then r, well, what do we do here? Let's take the square root of each side. Now remember, square root of r squared, if we don't know anything about r, best I can do here is absolute value of r is equal to, that one I know, 2. Remove the absolute value, so we'll get r equals plus or minus 2. There we have it.